Hello, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Joining myself, Oxford on this pre-match show, Rangers versus... Rangers versus... I forgot who we're playing.
St Mirren, mate. Try St Mirren.
Yeah, I forgot who we're playing. Rangers versus St Mirren. The first league game at Ibrox under the reign of Steven Gerrard. Joining myself is Blue Shadow. How we doing, Blue?
Magic, mate. Can't wait.
I've got Bridgeman's teeth in. You're intrigued about the team, mate. You're intrigued about the team. Give your thoughts quickly before it comes in. See what you would differ. You're the manager. You're picking the team. On you go.
I think, well, I don't know what... I'd already sort of had a think about it, and I think he'll go with the same as last week. I think up front it'll be Morelos. He'll still play Morelos, but I think he'll go with Murphy and... He went with Windus on the other side, didn't he? So it'll be interesting to see. He might go Murphy right-hand side and give young Middleton a go.
Right. I just, before the team comes out, mate, I've got a funny feeling that we could have two up front, mate. I've just got a funny feeling that we could have two.
He's going to go for Sadiq and Morelos, you reckon?
I don't know why, but I just think that Ibrox is my problem and we need to steamroll teams if that makes any sense, you know. He's comfortable, he's got pace and power at the back, so he can lock the door, which we weren't really comfortable with before. So it'll be interesting, we're just waiting to see what the team is.
Oh, here we go, it's just come into the lobby there.
On you go, mate, on you go.
Right,
How was it?
Okay, right, we've got McGregor in goals. Yep. We've got Flanagan, Goldson, Katic, and Barisic. So he's changed Tavernier there. He's got in the midfield, he's got Koulibaly, he's got McCrory. So it's not quite in order here. We've got Kent, Murphy, Ejaria, and Morelos. So he's playing Ejaria and Koulibaly in midfield from midweek.
All right. So he's gave Arfield a rest and Tavernier a rest.
Looks that way. And on the bench we've got Foderingham, we've got Tavernier, we've got Halliday, we've got Hodgson. We've got Middleton, Candias, and Sadiq. So, interesting selections on the bench as well, because that's two fullbacks.
Right. Are we assuming then, could that be three at the back? You've always said about McCrory, mate. Could that be McCrory? And then Barisic up one, Flanagan up one. Yeah?
I think it's four at the back. I think it's Flanagan's gone in on the right-hand side. I think it's Golden, Katic and Barisic on his usual left-hand side.
All right, so in the midfield, McCrory, Koulibaly and Ejaria.
Yep.
Kent on the left, Murphy on the right. That's the way I see it. Morelos through the middle. Indeed.
That's the way I see it as well. So.
All right, we'll see how it goes. None of the twos were close, but
we wouldn't need it. It shows you what we certainly can't read Mr. Gerrard's mind, that's for sure. You can certainly know yet.
No, and if Tavernier's got a slight knock, and he's, that's Steven Gerrard's job. He's got to look at the big picture.
Absolutely, and of course, you got to remember. Tavernier's put in a hell of a shift. He was up and doing that right hand side like nobody's business against Maribor the other night. So he might just think, just give his Jets a wee cool down and he'll be ready for Thursday night.
Just doing a bridge, mate. I just think that the manager's got confidence in his players. He's confidence in Flanagan, he's confidence in Ejaria, he's confidence in Koulibaly, and he's confidence in Kent. So we'll see how it takes us, mate. I'm really looking forward to see how we line up, mate.
I'm just a bit strange that he's got so many fullbacks on the subs bench as well, because that's Tavernier. Halliday's up till now has been playing left back cover, and Hodgson as well. And he seems to have dropped the young lad, so he must have brought him in for a bit of experience the other night. Do you reckon?
Or maybe he's away playing in another game, mate. Maybe there's something on at his level that he could go and play a full game rather than sitting on the bench. Yeah?
I could be. I'm not sure what's going on.
Maybe tomorrow or something they've got a game. So it's just sometimes the big benches on the people are only filling up the bench and maybe not get a chance of getting on,
Just a sort of limit. To me, it limits us a bit in midfield changes. But then again, it might just be, well, this is at a lower level. He thinks this is at a lower level, and if I can give these guys game time, then I will do and get better. Increases the chances perhaps of getting them out on loan.
Well, did you see Maribor in the same level as St Mirren?
Oh, absolutely not. No, I think Maribor. I think the only thing that St Mirren will be better at than Maribor is perhaps, how can we politely put it, the physical side of the game.
Mm-hmm. And Arfield nowhere, no on the bench, or he might just have a knock, and that's good, mate. If he's got a knock and he's no fit, why risk him and make it worse if that's the case?
Well, he's just coming back from a knock. He's had a game. They don't want to risk any, there may be a slight bit of inflammation or something. You know what it's like after you've got a bad injury. You think you're all right, and then you get a wee bit of inflammation the next day or something. Could be something like that. Just don't take any risks. Leave him out of the squad. We could take care of this against this lot, and he'll be ready for Thursday night, hopefully, because he's another one who had I think we covered that in the show. I think they all had a pretty good game against Maribor the other night.
No failures. There was times in the game when people made mistakes, but no failures. A lot of effort, big and Diaz. A lot of effort for Arfield, so they get a rest Tavernier. So maybe Mr. Gerrard's seen a big picture that I've never seen before. Anyway, if people want to join us, what's the number, mate? Do you know the number? It's
0141 356 1972.
Oh,
you're
coming on a bundle at this, Kit. And you can join us at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought in by Old School Blue and his glamorous assistant. But we'll be joined with our first call all the way from Australia. How are we doing, BDU?
Good evening, Ox. Good evening, Blue Shadow. How are we?
Very well,
mate. What are you thinking of the team, mate?
I think it's a few surprises, isn't it? Even on the bench.
I wouldn't go at that, mate.
But no way. I thought Hodgson was on his way to Canada or America or something the last I'd heard. Surprised to see him on the bench, but it looks as if the way I can see it is looking at it, I think the formation's the same. He's just probably brought McCrory in to be that holding, take the Ryan Jack role, and maybe pushing Koulibaly on a bit more. But yeah, Tavernier, I don't know, who's going to be the captain?
Oh, good question, mate. I'm going to go for Goldston there, yeah. What about yourself, Blue?
I feel like it'll be either one or two. I think it'll be either Goldston, as you suggest, or it could even be McGregor.
Fair shout also. What about yourself, Pierre? Down under?
I think the logical choice would probably be Mirren McGregor. If probably knows the club a bit more. Probably I don't mind seeing an experienced goalkeeper being the captain. Sees a bit more than others. But Goldston, happy either way. I'm delighted, to be honest. If it's either the two of them, I can't see anybody else.
And for the smart it's PM and said it'll be the guy with the armband on. We know that.
Smart ass.
So we'll see how it goes. But I'm interesting. I'd have never got that team, Blue. Never. I wouldn't have thought that. I thought that Tavernier would have been playing. You
would have thought so. Yeah, definitely would have thought so. And I think you must think that Ejaria needs the game time. I was wondering whether he might rest him as well. But you must reckon he needs the game time, so he's playing him. And Koulibaly just seems to be becoming an ever-present within the team, innit? He's the anchor, he's the linchpin of the whole, rapidly becoming the linchpin to the whole team.
Yeah, and what'll be interesting if we are playing a 4-3-3 is to see how more comfortable Flanagan is at right back than he is at left back. Bear down under.
Aye, absolutely. This is him playing his natural position. I can see it. I think he's obviously started him. Am I right in saying that he's not going to be available on Thursday night?
Suspended, aye.
So maybe he's just keeping it fresh, as in maybe Keane Tavernier a bit of a break because obviously Flanagan's not playing on Thursday, so he might as well give him a run out the day. But I'm looking forward to seeing him in there, in the right back, and let's see what he's probably been criticised a bit unfairly in some cases, but he's done a job for us at left back. I don't have any complaints.
What's your views on how it's gone so far, mate? The whole on the train. Are you happy? Has the train left the station? Is it ramping up for you? Did you enjoy that result yesterday?
Oh, delighted, mate, delighted. That second half performance, I put it in the lobby. Obviously, the time difference here was how you go on, as we say. But that second half performance was that was a proper Rangers football team. Proud to watch that second half performance. Being at home, the crowd was phenomenal, and just good to see us back where we actually belong. And I'm nearly booking my flight for next May, put it that way, for 55.
All right, that'll be nice. He's standing outside.
You interested in the St Mirren team, lads?
On you go, mate. Let's hear and let's.
Go, yeah.
Aussie Jers kindly put it in the lobby for us. I'll chat Samson as the keeper. McGinn Baird. Oh, here we go. Pekewa, Coulson, Willock, McGinn, McGuinness, Smith and Mullen in midfield, and Brock Madsen as the centre forward. 4-5-1.
Two McGinns.
Aye, two more of them.
Are they brothers? Are they all brothers?
Makes you wonder, is that not where he came from originally?
Aye, I wonder if they're brothers. Yeah, we'll see where it takes us. Look, I couldn't really comment on this Mum team, and it's quite sad, really, because I've heard that the boys McGinn, apart from that.
McGuinness, was he not at Kilmarnock?
Might have been, but also the boy Samson Messino, did he not play in goal for Motherwell? Or was that Kilmarnock as well? Apart from that, I'm really struggling.
Too good.
Us football pundits.
There's a load of names that you sort of go, I know that name, but I'm not sure from where.
Us football pundits, let's be honest about it, we're on the Rangers pundits, bear down under, aren't we?
That's it. It's all about the Rangers at the end of the day. I'm just looking at that team as well, and apart from the McGinn, the name, I know why I thought McGinn's brother played at Partick Thistle last year, but I don't know if he's moved on, maybe St Mirren, but that's an unknown package we're going up against. But these games shouldn't even be questionable, man. This should just be all about us today, and getting the job done convincingly. I'm quite confident now with what we've seen at the start of this year that Ibrox will be our fortress. We'll be our professional set up the day, get the job done, cruise, and enjoy it.
Yeah, let's get the 3 points in the bag, move up the league table, keep the momentum going, and see where it takes us, Blue Shadow.
Oh yeah, I think if we could get 3 points a day, apart from anything else, that'll put us in front of the Scum, which will be a nice start to the season, putting us ahead of them.
We welcome the chase, mate.
Aye. I must admit, I had a quick look at the old Kerry Field meltdown the other night. There was a couple of crackers on there.
Can you repeat some of them?
Not off the top of my head, no. Best not. It's before the watershed. But I think the referee's going to... I wonder who the referee is this afternoon. It's going to be... I think that might be quite important because especially with... we know who their manager is. I think that's going to... He's going to have them primed to be kicking lumps out of people.
Well, he'll have his team competitive against us, that's for sure.
Aye. Well, absolutely. I mean, he hates us with a vengeance. So I think you can guarantee that they're going to come out and they're going to be flying into tackles and whatnot for the first 10, 15 minutes because they don't think they've got much chance of getting a card because of the way standard is refereeing in Scotland. It's a sad state of affairs, and it's a sad thing to have to say, but for me, it's true.
Well, if people want to join us, it's 0141 356 1972 or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online where you'll be brought into the call. How do you see it going today, Bear Down Under?
More of the same, to be honest. We've seen this year. I expect to be professional, good structure, and looking. I'm looking to basically, defensively. I think we're as good as we've been in many years. Well, obviously, and looking to keep the clean sheet and hopefully score a couple of goals, and I'll be happy with that. But as Blue said earlier on, it's all about 3 points today, so building the momentum, try to keep as high as up at the table as I possibly can, and getting set for the game at the Piggery.
I'm going to be bold. I'm going to say something here, Blue Shadow. I'm going to say we were the first team in the league to score 5 goals in a league match today. There you go.
Is that Mac on the call? Is it?
No, I think Mac's going for 7 or 8. There you go.
There's a man we've not heard from for a little while, Big Mac. Come on, Mac.
I was talking to him yesterday, mate.
Aye.
He's looking for. He's nearly got his 100,000 signatures to get the old Frosty Jack. Took after the one with the high tax. He's trying hard. I can see if we play like we have been playing, Ajara with his ability to open up defences, playing against boys that maybe not quite as quick as him, I can see he's causing them problems today. What about our discipline? Obviously, last week it wasn't a red card for me, but we just need to be disciplined and not get sucked into their level. Bear Down Under.
Oh, obviously, it was spoken about last week in the pre-match show about going up there with discipline, but obviously with the Morelos situation, after that, I thought the discipline after that, the Morelos situation was first class.
Aye, excellent.
The performance, I thought they kept the structure well. They went, the tackling was fair, and obviously they're listening to the managers and the backroom staff, and I don't have a problem. That was, Morelos will hopefully learn for that. But I reckon we've got a good structure there, a good head. We've got a great. Looks like we've got a great manager who just is there to put something together that's hopefully going to be great for this year and many beyond. It's hard not to get excited, especially when you hear him in his interviews up against some of the mediocre journalists. It's absolutely fantastic. Involve me at last.
It's not a fair fight, mate. It's like a heavyweight getting against a paperweight, mate.
I know.
Blue Shadow, do you want to give us a team for the people who have just joined the team that me and you predicted on Friday? Oh, the lost Blue.
Oh, we got McGregor. Sorry, I was doing a bridge, man. I just don't want people to miss it. The big man's at the game today, but we're always thinking of him. It's McGregor in goal. We've got Flanagan, Goldson, Katic, and the new man Barisic, I would imagine, at left back. In midfield, I would say we've got McCrory. It keeps jumping. McCrory, Koulibaly, and Ajaria. And up front, we'll have Kent, Murphy, and Morelos. On the bench, we've got Fodringham, Tavernier, Halliday, Hodgson, Middleton, Candias, and Sadiq.
I think the biggest shock for a lot of people will be Hodgson on the bench. Maybe even Tav not playing right enough when I think about it, but Hodgson on the bench. Bear Down Under that. I hope we get it right, and I can see us winning today. We get a goal, we hope for go and get another one. They've got to come out, and I can just see it's been too good for them.
The only thing I can maybe say is they're obviously going to go and try and park the bus, but I think we've got the players there. And as I say, the structure to beat. We're a far better team this year than what we've been in several years. And I just say, I'm 5, maybe not 5, but I reckon 3-0 comfortably will be the day. It's the only thing not that I don't like, but I've noticed that the past few games is with Murphy sometimes when we're breaking, is sometimes slows the play up. He's not direct enough for me. When it gets up to him, it's, you know, when you got the likes of Kent there, Candias, they're a bit more direct and hitting on the, and they use their pace. But at Ibrox, maybe you need that bit of calmness and, you know, picking a player out. But no, 3-0 for me today, Oxchair.
What about you, Blue Shadow? How you seen it going?
I think it's going to be tight. I think that, like as Ozzy says, I can see them parking the bus big style, and I think, you know, when it gets to the last ditch, I think they're going to be quite physical and stopping us getting through. So I think it could well be. I think we'd be doing well if we get a good solid 2-0 today. I hope we get more, but I can see it being as tight as that.
Max just PM me and said, "What about the second half with my 5-0?" What a man you're, Mac. What a man. So people want to quickly phone us, give their thoughts on the team, because there's a few surprises in there, and also if you're looking to see Big Borac, how am I pronouncing that? How are you pronouncing that, Blue?
Is it not Boran Barisic?
Boran, that'll do me. Boran. Big Boran. How are we looking forward to seeing Big Boran making his debut? No, his first game at Ibrox this season, but making his debut for the Gers. It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing him play, mate. I thought he looked excellent against us in the 2 ties, mate. We've
got to get players in the box, haven't we? We've got to get players in the box with delivery like that. That's why when you sit... That's when I saw Barisic in the team, and you thought you were saying 2 up front. I went, Big Sadiq and Morelos, that would be ideal with his delivery coming in. But then, although the big fella's 6'4", he's no renowned for his heading ability. So we'll just have to get bodies in the box, and hopefully we can get some joy from it. We might get something. I mean, he might take the set pieces now rather than Kent, particularly from the right hand side.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I think it's an improvement in my squad. Bear down under, no offence to Flanagan, but it's more natural his position.
I said Aussie Jer's got to. I better say something, because Aussie Jer's got the trouble of looking it up for me. The referee today is a chap called Don Robertson. Apparently, he used to play for St Mirren, which is and he was the 4th official last Sunday at our game.
Oh, we've been joined by a certain Mac. How we doing, Mac?
Sullying my character, are you? Aye.
Would I ever, Mac? Would I ever?
I'm looking for a surplus of apples, so but anybody can help me out.
All right, okay. I'm sure we will.
And by the way, it's no 7-0. I'm going 5-0.
Same as me, Mac. What about the second half, mate?
But I think we'll just take it easy for Thursday night.
All right, big picture and that.
Aye.
What did you think of the team, Mac?
I was expecting a lot to be kind of rested, actually, you know. I think the team is good enough for the opposition today. Definitely think it's good enough for the opposition.
So that's 9 in the back 5 were we last year. McCrory and Murphy and Morelos, that's it really. The last season, it's some turnaround, isn't it?
It's no half. But I have a lot of defenders on the bench, isn't there?
I think he would tell you that he could play a couple of positions, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tav could play in midfield, so could Halliday if needed. Obviously, Candias and the boy Middleton can play both sides, so that's that covered, you know. So we'll see what it takes. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually a wee bit nervous. I just hope we get the results so this train keeps a rolling, mate.
Well, I'm looking forward to it if I get it, you know. Hint, hint.
I don't know possibly what you're talking about, mate, but I'm sure I'll speak to you after the show's finished.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
The big left back, you're looking forward to seeing him playing, mate?
Well, I've seen him against us. He looks a good one. I've only seen him twice, of course, you know.
Aye, it's hard to judge, but he's got that physicality, pace, and delivers a good ball, eh?
I've seen him twice now. If it's consistent like that, he's a find.
I agree. What about yourself, Bear Down Under?
Obviously Gerard spoke about him before even the first game in Croatia as a threat. So they obviously done a bit of homework and liked him, and then obviously they seen him twice in the 2 games and stand out in both ties. But I thought they had a good 4 or 5 players in their squad that came up against us in the both legs, and I think we've underestimated to a certain degree how good a result that was, because they were a decent team. They were hard to break down. They had a good structure, and I think that was a great to get through the 2 ties, and yeah, hopefully we can get by Maribor and onwards and upwards. But that boy looks quality, and he looks value for money, and hopefully he'll be suited to Scottish football.
Well, we've also been joined by Big Ulster. How are we doing, big man?
Hi, mate. Doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm not bad, mate. I'm a bit surprised at the team, mate. You? I wouldn't have got it, put it that way. I wouldn't have got it.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have guessed it myself, to be honest. I think there's talk of Tav's had a wee knock, has he? Is that correct?
Oh, he's on the bench, mate. He's on the bench.
I know he's on the bench. I think they're keeping him right, though, because let's face it, if say Tavernier gets an injury, we're in big trouble, because Flanagan's already out for the game at the next European match. So he's probably just keeping him right to make sure we have at least a recognised right back on the field to play, mate, for the European away match. Because Flanagan's sure he's out because of the cards, you see. So if Tavernier gets injured, there's no right back or left back.
See, that's how you get the big money, and me and Blue Shadow don't. That's the difference, Blue, isn't it?
I know. I asked for pay rise. He says, "Yeah, you can have 100%."
I got another order of chocolate money for the kids. I just got it through the post yesterday. Thanks, guys.
He's very good like that, Fox.
The one thing I will say is, though, this game is massive today, guys, because how many times last season, it's momentum, but how many times did they slip up last season and we didn't capitalise on it, and then at the end of the season you're looking at the points you've dropped. I think they're on a shaky peg at the minute, and we need to be taking full advantage of this. We need to be getting points on the board, definitely. We need to get a run of form going and really test the resolve of that team across the city, put the pressure on them, and to getting the 3 points a day would be the start of that for me.
Are you out in the park? Do you know that chocolate money?
I know I've got kids all around me shouting here.
Well, that's all right, mate, as long as they're enjoying themselves. Are you surprised about the substitutes as well, Big Ulster?
Run me by the subs. I've seen the first team, but I didn't get to see the subs.
Oh, and there's Blue Shadow come in with the substitutes.
Substitutes are Fotheringham as the spare keeper, Tavernier, Halliday, Hodgson, Middleton, Candias and Sadiq.
Ooh. Well, I would be surprised if you've seen Hodgson featuring. He'd probably just warm the bench, wouldn't he? Yeah. I think if things are all going well, you'll not see Tav either today. Hope, fingers crossed, you'll not need him. You'll probably see young Middleton will get a wee game. I'd like to see him getting the game, but then it depends how we're going in the field, doesn't it? Hopefully if we're comfortable by about 60, 70 minutes, you can maybe throw a few boys on and give him a bit of a run out today. That would be perfect.
I think that Sadiq needs a run out. He's only had one so far as well, hasn't he? I said Ulster.
Yeah, he had a wee bit at the Wigan, and then he had a couple of minutes, didn't he, the last. So if everything's going well for us, say hopefully, fingers crossed, say 3-0 up or something in the 70 minutes. I know that's asking for a bit much, but if you could get him on for about another 20 minutes, I think that would be really good for us and for him.
When you go, mate. Oh, right. I was going to say, if Morelos gets himself injured, you've got to have somebody as backup, haven't you? And will he bring Rudden in midweek, just in case it's a backup striker? I don't know. I suppose it depends if he gets Sadiq on the day and how he does.
When you try and second guess your manager at the moment, mate, he seems to have his finger on the pulse and making all the right calls. Absolutely. You know, so I don't know what he'll do. I really don't. And I think it's great because he's looking at today's game, he's looking at the next game, he's he's plotting and scheming, and obviously today's the most important game, but he obviously sets out a team that he thinks can win it for his Bear Down Under.
Oh, absolutely. It's he's also the opposition that they don't know what they're coming up against as well. Like he's obviously new in the job, and every team seems to be different. And so even Stubbs, he's going to be scratching his head today, going, "What's going on here? This is we have not seen it. They have not seen it, so might catch them surprisingly, and it's good. I like it. It's unpredictable. He's making people second guess. And also with Tavernier not in there today, does this mean the big Croatian now steps up and takes? You're going to see him with the set pieces, free kicks, maybe even corners. He seems to be handy with that bit of a left wand on him. So that maybe you might even see a wee 30-yard free kick today for him, and hopefully a great debut.
You're no greedy, are you?
It's hard not to get excited. Come on, the way things are going, would you be surprised? It would just we're on cloud 9 at the moment, so long may it last.
Well, things have went really well for us so far, on and off the park, and I've got a feeling Ulster, I've got Ulster in blue. When you get football results, for some reason, things seem to improve off the park as well.
Yeah, it gives everybody a good factor. I mean, because I think if things aren't going well on the pitch, you're getting the pressure of that, and you've seen players in the past on social media and stuff, and they get a lot of stick and things, and I think the pressure gets to them, and it gets to the board, it gets to everybody when things aren't going right, Ox, because everybody's on their case because we're desperate for success. But yeah, when you've got a good field factor, mate, and you've got a team that's confident in themselves, then that breeds confidence in everybody, and it breeds confidence in the support, and that's why you can hear it in our voices. Bird Down Under as well, he's getting excited, as we all are, mate. It's just it's a real good field factor, and that's why I think we need to take advantage of it today. Keep this going, keep everything at our side of the city going like clockwork, and we'll wait and see how other people across the other side of the city react to it, mate.
Blue? Oh, doing a bridge.
Oh, I have done it again. My God. No, I think winning becomes a good habit. I think it's something, as long as you put in all the work and effort, if you've got the quality, then you get the result at the end of the day. As long as you're not expecting to win the game, it's a good thing to happen. And as regards going on to the board, I said people are happy, so they're not looking for things which are wrong, as you say, with social media and everything now, far quicker than it used to. The pressure comes on higher up the club. While before it would take a demonstration outside the front door or something for the board to know something was really going on. They might get a bit of grief in the director's box, but they know pretty quickly if these days with social media, if the crowd's no happy, if the Bears are no happy.
Aye, but the feel-good factor's coming back. Matt, you go back. You've seen a few managers in your time. I think you might go back to Struth, mate. I'm really rude when I say that.
All right.
Aye, and but this guy we've got the Snoo, there's something about him, mate. There's just something about him.
It's put in something we've been lacking, a bit of steel about the squad. We can play football, we can mix it, and we go 90 minutes. And that'll do for me. I'm getting 100% up the team.
No lack of effort. We've seen that on Thursday evening, mate. The effort for everybody, every player, whatever you've got, everybody's got their favourites and players they prefer, but you couldn't fault anybody's work rate, effort, and Bear Down Under their skill.
Oh, I like the players that he's that him and Mark Allen have brought in. You've got work rate, you've got quality as well, as you say, skill. You get a bit of everything. It looks as if he's recruited well. And I reckon he must probably be the coolest, calmest person in Ibrox now. He seems to just keep everything where it's got to be, focused. It's obviously as fans, we like to get excited and jumping on the train, as you like, but maybe it's good that he's keeping, focused. He's eyeing the goal, as it says, and I just love the guy. I say, just every interview you see with him, it's just hard. No, I still pinch myself to say Steven Gerrard's our manager, and I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. But we've definitely got the skill there. With Morelos, it looks as if he's basically got him back to playing what he was at certain parts last year, and long may that continue, because he's could be a potential making us the difference to getting the points that we need to hopefully get 55.
Hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Blue Shadow, Morelos, can you see a difference in him?
Oh, massive. Past 3 or 4 games, he's been, the whole difference in his attitude is just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's like, as I said at the time, what's happened to Mirren when the first game that it happened. It was like, I don't know whether Mr. Gerrard had sat him down and had words with him, and through whether he got an interpreter in as well. Try to scouse against Colombian might not work. Although Mr. Gerrard did a wonderful job as interpreter the other day into Croatian. I think he's made a huge difference to Morelos and a huge difference to Tavernier as well. I think Tavernier has turned it on another 50% from what he was producing last season for me as well. So not only has he done well in bringing in new players, how much of that's Mr. Gerrard, how much of that's Mark Allen, I don't know. Probably a combination of the two with Gary McAllister as well. So I think it just seems to be doing well in all departments in increasing the quality of the players we already have, and also good choices in who he's bringing in with the right attitude, and as Mr. Wallace used to say, character.
How do you see it going today, Big Ulster?
Oh, well, I'm expecting us to go for it from the beginning, from the off, and I'm hoping that St. Mirren crumble under the pressure. It'll be interesting to see how the left back goes. His ball delivery and his work rate was fantastic. We all noticed that. If he can do that for us, mate, I think we're going to win. I think we're going to win comfortably. Last season, I would have been a wee bit more panicky because there's an opportunity to gain points on certain teams, and I don't think we were up to it when we were asked to do that, or the team just couldn't fulfill it. But I think there's a different mentality now, and I think we've got a team that'll, when they'll see the chances to exploit things, they'll do it, mate. And I think they'll go out today, and there'll be too much for St. Mirren, and we'll blow them away. I think we'll definitely win the game, mate, comfortably.
How far have we came in such a short space of time, Mac, when Ryan Jack's not playing, Tavernier's not playing, Arfield's not playing, and we're still quite comfortable?
We could never afford to no field players like that. Put it that way. We can afford now to bring in players, maybe give players a wee rest up. And but listen to the confidence with the panel, let us be Ulster and all that. I'm putting in a new score line, bugger it, I'm getting up another one, 6-0. That's
There we go.
Mac's right though, Ox, isn't he? Last season we couldn't have looked at the next game and thought, maybe we'll have to watch if we don't get an injury, because we needed the best team that we thought possible playing all the games. That's the way the likes of McCrory was thrown into centre back, mate, when you really should have probably had someone with more experience, but we had to because we didn't have the options. Now with that many options, it's fantastic. Nobody would have guessed that team today, and I'm sure St. Mirren haven't guessed it, mate. And I think going forward, you're going to get these wee surprises, and I think anybody who comes in, or anybody Gerrard starts, mate, I think we'll all, by the end of the season, have a belief for any of these players to come in and do a job.
The guy that was told to mark Tab, he'll be sitting next to him on the bench.
Yeah.
But I just hope we get it right, and we don't leave ourselves open to criticism. But I'm liking what the manager's doing. I don't want to be coming on after the show and saying, look, I got it wrong. I'm liking what he's doing there. We don't know who's got knocks, and I mean when I say knocks, I mean slight knocks that you could play with, but you want to keep people fit, Blue Shadow, Absolutely,
yeah, absolutely. I can see what you're saying, but with replacement, dropping your best right back was probably not something you would normally do, especially when he's your captain. He's normally one of the ever presence in the team. But when you've got Flanagan that you can put in, who is a natural right back, and then you've got the new lad Barisic to bring in at left back, who's probably an upgrade to Flanagan at left back. There's certainly nothing to worry about there, and I think we're going to get a lot of production coming down from the left-hand side of the pitch today instead of the usual stuff that comes down the right-hand side. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it works out.
Murphy on the right for you?
Yes.
Kent on the left?
Murphy on the right, Kent on the left, and with Kent and Murphy, and also Barisic coming up on the left-hand side. So we're going to have, if the ball pops out about 20 yards, I think those three lads are more than capable of taking a good shot from there.
And just Tom Miller's listening, and they've just lost another wicket. I'm looking forward to seeing Big Boran play the new left back.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. There's a good chance he could make up position his own. But although can he play in Europe or actually in the league sections?
I think he has to sit out the next 3 European games, hopefully, and then he can play,
See, he could maybe make a position his own. And maybe get Flanagan and stay out at the right hand side, having her up, moving forward a wee bit.
Great options, mate. Great options. And you're not going to go through a season without injuries and suspensions, are you?
But what I want to see today is, say Morelos is chasing a ball, he's out wide, get somebody in the bloody middle.
People in the box, mate. We need people in the box to score goals,
See, Morelos is not likely to pass, he's more likely to try and cut in and have a go himself. But I want him to have that option to try and pick out somebody that's in the middle. If you know what I'm coming to.
Aye. It'll be interesting to see Koulibaly, who we were all talking about, how he gets on in his first league game at Ibrox, Ulster.
Yeah, mate, he's so impressive. Another one of the guys that have come in and done a great job. You can see he's going to be another fan favourite, mate. He'd be a cult hero. We can see it already. Everybody's on, especially on the Twitter and the Facebook, mate. I've seen this last week. And they're all commenting about him, and there's definitely tweets about him, and everybody's raving. They're really, really enjoying him, mate, and I think he's going to give teams a hard time. The difference was last season, we attacked in numbers, and obviously we couldn't penetrate. So when the teams counter-attacked us, we were so weak, and that's how teams got goals against us. But now they've got players like Koulibaly that have to get by before they get defence, and that is such a big difference. And I think, and his engine as well. I would hate to be running at that guy. Imagine having to run at him for 90 minutes. Oh, he's such a hard tackler. And hopefully today, mate, he has another cracking game for us.
Will you made a Koulibaly bear down under?
Very impressed. Very impressed. Supposedly he's not even at 100% yet, fitness-wise, but if that's not him 100%, I'm looking forward to see him when he's fully hitting the strap, because his work ethic, he's an athlete, isn't he? He's an absolute athlete, box to box. Also seen him the other night in that sitting role, but very impressed. And obviously there's a lot of talk of is there a deal agreed in principle. Mr. Gerrard basically says just let's enjoy the player. It is what it is. We've got him for the season. He might be the difference, and let's just enjoy him, and hopefully he can keep free of injury. And hopefully there's a couple of more to come in, and if we can have a couple of more Koulibalys, then that will do for me.
He's so far so good, Blue Shadow.
Oh, he's just come in and I don't know, just blown the place away. He's got all the attributes. He's got, as Ulster said, he's got plenty of strength in the tackle. He's got a fantastic engine. He just keeps going 90. Doesn't matter if it's the first minute or 90th minute. He will move. He will go box to box, no problem. And he's got pace, and he's also got which a lot of people have mentioned yet, is that he's got a bit of football about him as well when he gets the opportunity. So with McCrory in the team today, we might actually see a bit more of the footballing side of him. I don't know.
And he's also good with his shoulder, mate.
Oh, he's good. Apparently, it's beginning to look like it's scored with every part of the body.
Aye. Anyway, can I thank all the lads for taking the time to join us? Bear Down Under, the one and only Mac, Blue Shadow, and of course Big Ulster. And more importantly, Old School Blue sitting behind the scenes in the technical, without whom we wouldn't have a show. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle. Only one word to say, come on the Rangers. See you after the game. Take it away, Old School.
They come from all of Glasgow, they come from near and far. They come from every Highland glen, from here to Lochnacar. They sail from near old Belfast to the bonny banks of Clyde. They gather round to timeless park and loudly sing with pride. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, now set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch a friend, or set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. There's Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I've set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue, the Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yes,